So Glastonbury is mostly famous for King Arthur.
So Glastonbury are repairing the big fire. They're having a little bit of a rebuild session. Off goes King, beats the Welsh. Our King's just stepped out for a minute. Well, actually, the monks at Glastonbury have just discovered a coffin with a cross on it made of lead that says, "Here lies Arthur."
But the reason he chose to be buried here is because this is the founding place of the Celtic Christian Church that was founded by Joseph of Arimathea and Mary Magdalene in 62 AD. After the death of Christ, they came over here and they set up the first ever church in Britain. That bloodline began here and went through into the bloodline of King Arthur, and that is why he wanted to be buried here, because it was special land to his lineage.
The Tor itself, which is actually the hill, not the tower on the hill, is the home of Gwynedd Neith, who's the king of the fairies. So it's told that Gwynedd Neith, also known as king of the underworld, lives underneath the Tor. And one day a hermit who's living on the outside of the Tor was welcomed by the fairy kingdom to come and join him for a feast inside the Tor.
Dunstan goes and has a meal and the man says, have a drink. He said, no, I'm not going to drink your stuff. I'm not going to drink that. I know what that does. I'm not having. Will you have something to eat? No, I'm not going to have something to eat.
But the hermit was a bit moody and said, no, I don't want to join you crazy fairies. You can take your feast and go off to your evil existence. And so the fairies ran back to the Tor and met King Upneath and said, he won't come, the hermit won't come. So the king was quite upset, but he said, we must go out, we must invite this human to our world again.
And eventually Dunstan gets really, really cross as well, because Dunstan thinks, well, he's trying to entrap me, with his fairy ways, he's trying to entrap me. And Dunstan gets fed up and he takes his sword from its sheath, which of course is made of iron, and he bangs it on the table and wakes up on his own, on the side of the Tor, freezing cold, it's pissing with rain, and he's thoroughly depressed. Where he could have been having dinner with your man.
Gwynedd Neith was very upset, and he said, in that case, there will be a veil pulled down between the world of the fairies and the humans, and from now on, the humans will not be able to see the fairies. Or any of us living inside the Tor. So to this day, humans can't see the fairy world. But it is said that if you go up to the Tor with some sweets and a wish on a piece of paper and you bury it underneath the eggstone, that the fairies will sometimes grant your wishes.
A lot of people come here from all over the world to be here in the spirit of the place, the magic of the place. Glastonbury is considered to be the heart chakra of the planet. So that, of course, attracts people to come here, connect to their own heart. That's what a pilgrimage is. It's not really a pilgrimage. Is not so much a going somewhere sacred because the place is sacred. It's going somewhere sacred to connect to something inside yourself, really, and it kind of activates something inside yourself that brings you to another stage in your life, in your spiritual development.
There's this thing called the Glastonbury experience that people, it's a phenomenon that people experience when they come to Glastonbury. Often they come from a career or outside in the world, get to a point in their life, maybe having a slight midlife crisis, or sometimes something has happened, like a family has broken up or someone's passed away, and they move to Glastonbury to chill out and have an easier ride of it. But apparently there is an energy in Glastonbury which is often called the Angel of Glastonbury, who will take them to what's called the dark night of the soul. It's said that if they can work through that, they can often come out the other side because they are held by Glastonbury, and she will magnify anything that you go through here. And many people don't make it out in one piece, and they'll go off into the world a bit lost and a bit more broken. Some people can go through the experience and come out a lot stronger and a lot wiser